One, two, one, two,
What's happening? It's all over the place. Well, I got the little corn patch knocked down. Dang, what is the deal with all these ladybugs, man? They're all over the place. All over me. I'm swatting them off of me. I got to stop. I got to get moving, man. It's bad when I'm moving. Man, look at all the ladybugs. All over me. In my shirt. Get in my shirt and everything. Got to get out of here. Okay, it's been a few days since I come down here, and it doesn't look like any of the peanuts are touched. I've had some action down here. I come down here and checked it like the day after, and just to check, make sure I had the camera set up where I wanted it set up at, and it was set up okay. Hadn't been a whole lot of activity down here. I know there hadn't been very many coons or anything, because the bottles aren't empty. Usually they're empty by now. Let's see. Let's put a few on the ground there. Something's been eating a little bit. There's been a bobcat back there. I saw it. It's not the big bob. It's the smaller bobcat. But all right, we're gonna change that card out anyway, at the very least. I said, it looks like there's a place. I mean, there's trails all over the place, but you try to pick the main trail, the best trail that you can set up a camera at. And there's a wider trail right there. There's a wider trail right here, and this is right in the middle of it. So I'm gonna change this card out. Now I'm gonna go scout a little bit for another location. All right, I had a camera set up right here last year. Out of here somewhere. And it yielded some good results, but I had an old bum camera set up down here. It was the only bad camera I've gotten from Wild Game Innovations. It was the only bad one that I've ever gotten from them. And it would work great for a couple of weeks and wouldn't work for a couple of weeks. Worked great for a couple of weeks, it was just off and on. So finally, I replaced the camera with like 2 or 3 weeks left and got some good results down here. I'm trying to figure out exactly where it was at. It's right in here somewhere. doing armadillo digging. I want to think it was, I mean, that's a main artery right there. You can tell. But I don't think that's exactly where I had the camera. I think it was right in here. I should have left the hook in them. I carry a little hook with me that I can hang my backpack on. I think I took it out. I'm trying to think which one of these trees I had it around. I thought it was down here, further down here. Maybe it was up here closer to this. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, this is the first spot that I looked at. That other spot is down there. I don't know if you can see it. It's probably 25, 30 yards, maybe right there. But this looks like where it's real kind of open. It's kind of open. It looks like this is where the trails kind of connect at. Anyway, I'm gonna choose this spot right here. I may put the camera on that tree, put the feeder on that tree. I like that tree right there too, but it's kind of funky wampus. It has got this little leg that pokes out like a goiter, a tree goiter. But anyway, I got me a hook screwed in there, so for one thing, I know exactly where I want to set it up at. I come back down here, I know where I was at. And second of all, the most important thing is that way I ain't got to set my backpack on the ground, hang it from that little hook. But I would have put one up today, except I didn't bring any cameras. Doesn't do me any good to come down here if I ain't got a camera. Stupid. Forgot them. But anyway, when I come back down here, it'll probably be next weekend before I come back down here, because the reason I'm not setting out any food or anything is because it's been raining, it's gonna rain. It's just gonna make a mess if I set any feed out right now. It's not gonna last very long. But I may wind up putting the camera on that tree there. And if I put it there, I may put the bait right there, the feeder right there, put the camera right there. So this looks like a pretty decent place. So I bet you can see you got two trails, one there and one to the left of it. They're really just one big trail if you want to know the truth. But yeah, comes right through here. All right, I'm gonna check on the other cameras. I know this is it. That little old tree right here is the one I had the feed hanging from. That little sapling right in the middle, right there. It's a little bit lower. I was up there, but it's lower down here. I may still just put one up there instead of putting one back here, because these are the trees. That's the tree that I had it tied to, had the camera tied to. Doesn't seem like this trail is heavily used. I mean, it's open down here, and you can tell, see right here, see how the traffic goes around to the left there? It makes me wonder why they're not going straight through here. I mean, that's a beat down path right there. I don't know. Of course, everything's gotten bigger since last year. You know, all the rain you get makes the trees grow and swell up. I had some over the summer when I took them down. The trees had swelled up so bad that the bungee cords had popped that I had the camera attached to. I don't know. this seems like a pretty good place, but that up there seems like it's a lot better. It's a lot wider. I don't know. I'm gonna walk back up here and look and see. This, like I said, this is a path. I mean, you see the two trails coming in, one small one there and one big one there. A lot of this is probably coons. I don't know. See, with the rain too, it kind of erodes away. This was a lot flatter last year than it is now. Seems like the land is a little bit more sloped. Maybe it's just me, I don't know, but maybe. I may actually just go down there closer to the creek. Creek's right there. I don't want to cross over that creek right now. I don't even want to go down there. It's cool, but it ain't cold. Snakes are still crawling. And right now they're still out. They ain't active, but they're still out about sniffing around. Last thing I want to do is make one mad by sneaking up on it. Let me see what this is right here. It's still on this side of the creek. Let me see here. All right, I had a camera a couple of years ago. You see that branch? See that branch right there? As you can see where it goes down and comes back up. I had one on the other side over there. Right there where, oh shoot, let's just walk down. All right, show you. Now this is a spring. I'm sorry, not a branch, it's a spring. Because the water's coming out the side of the ground up there. It's flowing and it's feeding that little creek. But I had a camera sitting right there. And I caught every coon in the county, but not very many deer. Had a hog or two on there. And then last year, about another 100 yards back through there is where I had the other one. So I may get on this side, but there just hadn't been so much, I don't know. This looks promising, but it hasn't been, so. That's that squirrel. I don't know if y'all can hear that little tree rat. Letting everybody else know that I'm down here.